3 minutes until showtime.
The movement.
You feel what I'm saying? So before we even get too deep into this thing, understand this is a whole nother level of love. Write her own stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Shit off your shoulder. Man. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? Get that shit off her shoulder.
Man, you acting all this and that since you were boosting. Now you got some boosting.
So you know that.
Yeah.
But it's good to see that you grinding and just putting that much effort and thought into it. You feel what I'm saying?
Appreciate
like
that.
That's really
Appreciate
dope. You did. That's the one. That's the one.
I'm putting you on the lingo. That's what's up.
Be the internet because everybody are in their phones.
I mean, too many black brothers dying, brother. We kings, bro.
Yeah.
What we killing each other for, bro?
Leave a message. I just might be in the studio. That's how I used to go.
Y'all leave nobody. I don't say nobody.
You know,
You know
you go some places and the strippers are like, damn, everybody on meth in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
K100 Radio.
It's on the TuneIn app 24/7.
K100 Radio.
In 3, 2, 1. It's Street Anthems, bitch. Come on. Music certified by the streets.
This your man DJ Will Money. Catch my mix show Street Anthems live right here on this station. I'm playing the hottest hip hop and R&B music. I'm also showing love to all the independent artists with the Indie Spotlight segment. So tune in to your favorite station right here. Let's get it.
Hey, yo. Street Anthems live mix show.
Yeah, keep it locked.
Get live with DJ Will Money.
Do you want that old thing back, like songs by Outkast, 3 6 Mafia, and UGK? Then tune in to the Down and the Dirty Mix Show with J Prez and DJ T Did That on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. right here on the award-winning K100 Radio.
It's going down. Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio.
You
What's
are
good?
tuned
What's
to
happening, everybody?
K100 Radio.
What up, though?
R&B.
Welcome to the show. What's good?
K100, you bastard.
K100 Radio. I'm your host, Bliss, and thanks everybody for tuning in. We're here for another round of our direct line interviews on K100 Radio. And this is where we have a one-on-one conversation with our special guest. Welcome everybody to the show. Big ups. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and rocking with us. Today what we're going to be doing is having, like I said, one of our direct line interviews for this segment, man. And like I said, this is where we just have a straight up direct conversation with our special guest. We'll tell you guys how we met this particular guest and, you know, everything surrounding that particular introduction. But first, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring the artist on the line right now. So we rocking right now with the homie Few Times 10. Few Times 10, what's going on, homie? What's good?
Yeah. What's up, brother?
What's up? Hey,
man, coolin'. We in here.
For sure, man. So listen, I'm a pause the music real quick. All right, the background music, and I'm gonna give it to you, fam. Go ahead and tell the people who we rock with, man. Tell them who you are, where you from, real quick. Go ahead and represent. You got it.
Hey, what's up, man? It's Few Times 10, hailing from Atlanta, Georgia, real Atlanta native. You know, the South Side, College Park, Southwest Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I'm really from all over the city. Born in the Cab General, raised on the west side and the south side, man.
All right, that's what's up. I love when we get to chop it up with our hometown ATL artists over here, man, on K100 Radio. So this is Few Times 10. And so what's up, ATL Web Radio over there, checking in over there on the Instagram. What's good, fam? Shout out to the people that's watching us on YouTube, the people that's watching us over there on Facebook Live, and the people that's listening live via the K100 Radio app, the TuneIn app, or on K100 Radio. Thank you very much. All right. So listen. So first of all, Few, let's go ahead and give the people the rundown on how we ended up on this interview. Few Times 10 recently won the Sound Capsule Challenge. All right. And if y'all don't know, we wanted the sponsors for the Sound Capsule Challenge. Make sure you go download the Sound Capsule app. If you don't know what that is, you can find a link straight to it on K100 Radio's homepage. Just scroll down to the bottom. You can see a link right to the Sound Capsule app. It's really dope. I Lounge Atlanta over there, on the EAV over there. They do an event weekly. It's called the Sound Capsule About. They got an app. The artists perform live, all right? And then the artists kind of, basically go at it. The app, you rate them on the app. Whoever comes out on top, they win cash. They also win other prizes like this interview over here on K100 Radio. So that's how Few Times 10 ended up over here. Now, the last time I was at Sound Capsule, which I don't go every week because I'm so busy, but we make sure that we, do the interviews. I saw you perform one of the songs that you got that we're ready to play in a minute. You might not remember when I was there. Not when you won this past time, but the last time that I was actually at Sound Capsule in the building while y'all were performing. I was actually there and you performed, and I was like, yo, I don't know if you remember, but I came with you. I was like, yo, I like that song, and we're gonna play that song in a minute. You feel me? But first of all, I want you to tell everybody like how you ended up over there, doing Sound Capsule, and about that experience before we get into everything else.
All right, so the Sound Capsule, my people, they own our lounge, and they were telling me it was a showcase going on, and like, bro, come out and do something. So I was just going out, just being festive, you know what I'm saying? Going out, just performing, doing a little bit, and just going out every week, and my homies who were winning, and people, just random people would come like, hey man, bro, you should really try to win, like, tell people. And at first I was just like, yeah, I'm telling people about it, but never tell them I'm performing, So last time I just performed, I was like, all right, I'm gonna put the word out, man. I'm going out for real. Let's really do it. And I don't know, I just had that energy, man. I woke up feeling like Puff Daddy that day, man. You know what I'm saying? All about the Benjamins. You know what I'm saying? Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? I had my Puff Daddy suit on. You know what I'm saying? With the jersey.
All right.
And shit, I just had to turn up, man.
And so you won. So big up to you for that.
Yeah.
It's always some stiff competition over there at that event too, man. So it ain't always like a cakewalk to go over there and do your thing and end up walking away with the prize and the cash and the interview and all that. You got to really come over there and do it and like really perform and rock out. You feel what I'm saying? So salute to you. You dig?
Word.
Straight up. So
appreciate it, bro.
Let's talk about a couple of things, but I want to start with your career as far as an artist. Like, where are you at with it? You got some albums out? You got singles out? How far are you in the grind as an artist?
Oh man, I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I got projects out. Everything's on my Spotify and all streaming platforms on a Few Times 10, FEWTIMES10. Shameless plug, but I got songs and I'm really a producer, and I always love rapping. But I was in a group at one point in time, and life happens, so it was still kind of me holding the torch. And I got younger homies, younger than me. And, I always believed in them, and they said they didn't want to do music no more. So
wow.
I was like, nah, I gotta crank it up. You know what I'm saying? And me just keeping it going was inspiring to other people.
Right.
I started to find out, so I would take it seriously, but not enough. Cause like I'm from Atlanta, so a lot of my homies are actually in the music business. I got family members in the music business. You know what I'm saying? Street partners in the music business, and I just never went to them for help. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always been good on my own. But one thing I want to say to artists is that could be your gift and your curse. You know, because if you're always doing something, you never ask for help, people gonna be like, "Oh, you good," you know, and they not good in a bad way, but they think you're doing it maybe better than what you should be.
Right.
So when I started putting the word out there, was like, okay, I'm taking it serious. You know, I do need help. Like Kevin Hart, help me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but when I started doing that, people were like, "Hey, bro, like, oh, you serious? You serious?" And you know, with that, my lyrics got better. You know, my concepts got better. The beats were always there. The beats been banging. You know what I'm saying? I was on that Kanye regiment. You know what I'm saying? 10 beats a day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Every day though. You know what I'm saying? So with that, it's just you got to keep going.
Right.
So I think that's what kept me in it with the music. You know.
Right. Well,
and being where I'm at now.
You know what? I learned a couple things right now because you know even though I've seen you perform, I never knew you was the producer. I never knew you was a producer until like right now. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. I didn't even know that. Like I just thought you was just an artist only. So that's like revealing. You know what I'm saying? Because you know we've never had. This is the first time you ever been on K100. We've never had a conversation. I've just seen you out on the grind. So
right.
I didn't know that. So
And not to cut you off, but I was trying to do some MF Doom type things because I produced under the moniker Pyrex Mozart.
Okay.
And you know I've been doing that for years. Been in a lot of studios. I've worked on a couple good projects. You know, and now I'm just starting to go ahead and merge and say, well, that's too much trying to, you know, play two sides. So it's just me. You know, so I'm producing and rapping. Y'all just come straight to me. We won't have to do no call the other phone type thing. Because nowadays, you just got to be open with what you're doing.
Yeah, true. I understand that totally. Tell me about what it's like. I'm going to play the music, and in a minute, I'm going to get to I'm going to try to play the song so they can kind of get a feel of your style. But tell me what it's like being from Atlanta, particularly that South Side, and in the creative space, like, you know, Atlanta's, it's so many artists. It's basically the hip-hop mecca. It has held the crown for a while now. You know what I'm saying? Even though the music is starting to change sonically how it sounds over the years, still, Atlanta's still cranking out and churning out the artists. You know, everybody wants to come here to collaborate and work. Tell me what it's like being a homegrown Atlanta artist. On the independent side, you said you already got people, like, in the industry. So tell me about, you know, what it's like being from Atlanta and how does that, you know, weigh on your style and what you choose to rap about and how you come about producing your beats.
All right, so Atlanta is a melting pot. You know, from when I was growing up, after the Olympics came here and, you know, we have all the festivals, you know, it's a melting pot. So with my style, I was heavily influenced by, you know, my older brothers. You know, they had a production group, Country Noise, back in the day. And with them, they would let me, you know, put me on to everything. This is when they had CD books, you know what I'm saying? So I used to swipe CDs and listen to CDs. You know what I'm saying? I'm young, 8, 7, 8, listening to CDs, listen to UGK, you know what I'm saying? Outkast, you know, but I still was in my era listening to people, you know, of my age or close to my age range.
Right.
So I think with all that, it's just I was trying to find my place in it because, like, okay, I can identify with the quote-unquote old school, and I can identify with the new school, but I'm like jam smack in the middle.
Right.
You know, that middle child. And that middle child, you have an identity, but, you know, it's always alpha and omega, but what happens in the middle? You know what I'm saying? So with me being that, and I think, like, Atlanta's like that also because, you know, we were that middle child for so long. People come down to party and live, but they go back to New York to make hits. They go back to L.A. to make hits. You know, so now we just get our just due because we developed our own style in Atlanta. In Atlanta, you got the 808s, of course, but now we have, you know, the melodies from, like, the West. You know what I'm saying? We have the swagger from, like, up top. You know what I'm saying? The flashiness now. You know, we always been flashy, but we was real cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I remember Polo Down back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I remember dudes used polo boots.
Right.
You know, but now it's like designer. You know what I'm saying? So with my style, it's the same way. I like to mix samples with my 808s, with live instrumentation, and try to get, you know, some soul in the music. Because, you know, a lot of the music now is done on laptops, it's done on computer software. So it's not really soul in it as somebody playing it. So with my music, I try to use as much live instrumentation as I can. And if I don't, then, you know, that's when you go back to that sampling when you got to find that soul. Because that soul was left on the record, you know. So my style is like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think I embody like what someone wants to be, what they could be, and what they are at the same time.
All right, I like that answer. And that's a good segue for maybe I think we ought to need, with you saying all that, I think maybe at this particular point we need to go and let him hit his meat coat. What you think?
Let's do it, man. Hey, let me tell you a story about this meat coat real quick.
Okay.
So it was inspired by my grandma on Ruby Few. You know what I'm saying? Down there, we was down there on Wheat Street Baptist Church, where I grew up at, right? Dead stayed over there on Boulevard, Glen Island. So we walking in the church, her and my auntie, she got a mink coat on, right? It's dragging, right? So some lady just walking by, excuse me, ma'am, your mink coat's on the floor. My grandma turned around at her, and then my grandmama now, she said, well, let it drag, bitch. So we walked in the church. Still sanctified and holy. Still tabernacle. True story, though.
That's a true story. Your grandma said, let it drag, bitch.
Hey, man. Grandma's a real one.
She's still with us, or she gone? She transitioned?
No, she's not with us.
Okay.
She's not with us.
All right.
You know,
I would love to meet her. I would love to come over there and meet her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great story. I love it. All right. This is K100 Radio. I'm your host, Blizzum.
You are tuned into K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
K100, you bastard!
And we're live right now for a direct line interview. We rocking out with the homie Few Times 10, and we're getting ready to bring his joint Mink Coat on the air for the first time on K100 Radio. I've heard him. I've actually saw him perform this at iLounge one time, and I was like, I remember this song. Like when I saw that he won, I was hoping that this was one of the records that he was going to send me to actually play for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember him performing this particular song right here. So the name of this joint is called Mink Coat.
Sir.
All right? This is the homie Few Times 10 representing Atlanta, representing that South Side, representing that soul of Atlanta. You dig? Let's check this joint out. K100 Radio. Hey, yo, if you want to holler at Few Times 10 live on the air and give him a shout out before we get ready to get up out of here, because we got some more music, we got some more time. But just to let you guys know, the phone number is 516-387-1523. Again, area code 516-387-1523. If you want to holler at the homie, dial in, all right, and let us know what's good. If you're watching the Facebook Live or the YouTube streams, the number is literally scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Call in, and we'll let you give him a shout out on the air. All right? This is Few Times 10. Name is Jordan. It's called Mink Coat. Just let it drag, bitch.
You are tuned into K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
Broke too many hearts, I can't remember.
Hey Ross, sauce it up.
Let that meat coat drag on the floor. I done broke too many hearts, I can't remember. Too much cash in the bag, I broke the zipper. I feel like standing might throw a key on one of these strippers. I say let that meat coat drag on the floor. I done broke too many hearts, I can't remember. Too much cash in the bag, I broke the zipper. I feel like standing might throw a key on one of these strippers. I say let that meat coat drag on the floor. I done broke too many hearts, I can't remember. Too much cash in the bag, I broke the zipper. I feel like standing might throw a key on one of these strippers. She got Spanish with Malibu. Swallowed the kid that's a cannibal. Chasing my ghost, make him tangible. Drum a nigga like an animal. They say the lions, bro, they lions. Them niggas antelopes. It's open season, I'm showing the scope. Chef ball in the pot with a fork. Billy D on your main host. Skate coast to coast with your main thing. Hot mouth, she got a microwave on the jacket. Move and put it in the game. Play the coach, I the same thing. Throw a band on your hoe. You know I'm playing with the C note. Let the fur coat drag on the floor like. Let that meat coat drag on the floor. I done broke too many hearts, I can't remember. Too much cash in the bag, I broke the zipper. I feel like standing might throw a key on one of these strippers. I say let that meat coat drag on the floor. I done broke too many hearts, I can't remember. Too much much cash in the bag, I broke the zipper. I feel like Stella might throw a key on one of these strippers. I know she waiting for daddy. It won't be long. I'm blowing this money. She blowing my phone. I'm in the street like the concrete. Baby girl, you know where to find me. Chasing these dollars and dodging the law. She my rider, she my cold D. Fuck a wedding band, matching rubber bands. Fresh off the scam, yeah, you know she. Tell me be careful, I tell her stay dangerous. No fall, baby, chasing these frames. Gon' end up like Wonder. I'm sure we gon' make it. Let's start with Wakanda with 17. Baby's got 18 shots for a hater. Was 19, had to cut a bitch once. 20 P's in a hotel like sweet, but shit. Nasdaq and Cody. Mix soda with codeine. Dope dick, make a OD. You can have anything you want. Baby girl, it's all on me. It's a situation. Same turn up, new location. Fur coat drag on the floor. Got bands playing them C-notes like that. That mean coat drag on the floor. I done broke too many hearts, I can't remember. Too much cash in the bag, I broke the zipper. I feel like Santa might throw a key on one of these strippers. I say let that mean coat drag on the floor. I done broke too many hearts, I can't remember. Too much cash in the bag, I broke the zipper. I feel like Santa might throw a key on one of these strippers.
You are tuned to the K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
K100, you bastard!
K100 Radio, one of your hosts, Blizzard. That was a few times 10. Let that meat coat drag on the flow. All right, the name of that song is called Meat Coat. All right, you heard the story. All right, a very interesting story how that came to be. We're live on the line right now for a direct line interview. We're chopping it up again with the homie, few times 10, winner of the Sound Capsule competition over there. So that's how he ended up over here rocking with us, man. But we got a lot more to talk about, and we got another song to play. Hey, yo, Few, what up?
Yo, we here, baby.
And so I'm listening to the song, and shout out to the homie Next God over there watching on the Instagram live too. That was like a blend, like you said, when you were describing, like, you know, your inspiration, how you want to come. When I saw you perform that song, and I was just like, man, it was just a vibe. Like, everybody in that venue was like, yo, when you did that live, everybody was like, yo, everybody was like, yo, I need something to drag. I don't know. I don't even know. I got a sweater. Let me just take this shit off and just drag this shit up the floor or something. I don't even know. I don't know. It was a vibe, though. You know what I'm saying? And the way you do it, I'd love to see a visual for that. Do you have a video for that song?
Yeah, we're working on that now. We're working on that right now, man.
Okay. I mean, you gotta have
you gotta have
a meat coat on, bro. Like, I can't even.
Hey, got to. Middle of the summer.
Yeah, it's like the video just not gonna work if you don't have a meat coat on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know where you're gonna get it from. But you just gotta have one. That's all I know. That's all I know.
Got to.
That's it. All right. So make sure the director's got everything in play. All right, K100 Radio. So listen. Now we talked about a little bit about your history. We talked about your inspiration. Found out you were a producer, which was again new to me. That's dope. You did produce that track, right? You produced that one?
No, actually, I just arranged and mixed that track along with my partner 3K Tojo.
Okay.
But that track was produced by the homie Ross Gossage.
Okay, all right. So you did a little bit of work on it, but
yeah, man, that's one of the fam.
Okay. Well, shout out to him. All right. So now,
yes, sir.
Let's fast forward to where you're at right now. You know, you've got the music out, you've got some songs out, you're performing. What is your actual goal? Because talking to you, I kind of feel like you may be one of these artists because you said you were kind of sort of reluctant to even ask for help. Let me ask you this: are you one of the artists that feel like you're not necessarily looking for a record deal? You kind of want to take that fully independent route. What do you see in the future for Few as far as an artist and the career path? Like, how do you want to go about getting to where you want to be as an artist?
I want to be comfortable enough to do my craft and get paid for it. And whether that be me actually saying the words or producing the track, I'm really looking for a long term for the out to end up developing artists and actually, investing in artists and putting them out. And getting them, letting them achieve what they want to achieve.
Okay.
The help part is you can't. I feel like I can't tell you how to do something or advise you on doing something I've never done. And so, you can't be a spectator trying to tell somebody how to be a pro. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't work that way. And so with me, I'm like, okay, I do the music, but I'm always giving to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just I was raised like that. You know what I'm saying? I was raised with brothers and sisters. So my thing was just to share.
Okay.
And to teach and help, you know. So that's why I keep going with it. And the music is fun for me. It's fun for me. It's an outlet. I get to express myself. I get to do what I'm here to do. You know, what I feel like I was placed here to do. This ain't stopped. It's been going on forever. So if somebody know me, they like, oh, yeah, bro, been doing, we know him doing the music, da, da, da. Right. But I was always doing some other shit or some other things that maybe I shouldn't have been doing or should have been doing at the time, you know, but never just going full into the music. And so with me going fully into the music these last couple of years, you know, I think we've accomplished a lot. I've accomplished a lot. Me and my team have accomplished a lot with them going head first in the music also. You know, so it's really here to inspire, create, and, you know, build an empire with music so we can keep it going, keep putting this music out, represent where we're from, you know, showing our high skill set at music also.
Right.
Because it's like a sport to me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the same as a sport.
All right. I like it. And very interesting that you said you want to, you know, cultivate the next generation of talent. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody who's really been an artist, who's really grinded, at some point when they feel like they've done a lot or they have accomplished a certain level of certain stuff, even if you never become famous or whatnot or what have you, you still kind of feel like you want to give back in that kind of way. I think almost everybody that I know,
exactly,
almost everybody who's really an artist, who really love music, at some point, even if they didn't get to a certain quote-unquote celebrity status or whatever, have sat down and contemplated doing that. Even myself, you know what I'm saying? I think that my way of doing it, honestly, has been through this platform when I'm constantly giving artists, you know, maybe their first interview, getting the media ready, or maybe just telling them something about, you know, the steps to get to radio and stuff like that. That's kind of like one of the slick underlying missions of K100 Radio, and I think that's kind of like my way I've been doing it for so long. But I find it interesting that you said that you want to, you know, kind of pour something into another artist. A lot of artists don't feel that way, you know, but I think the ones who really love music eventually get to that point. At some point
of course.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Man, I totally agree with that. I mean, you can look at the new moguls now. You know, say like over there with QC, you know, P and Coach K. You know, they might not have, like, Coach K is Coach K. Can't take that away from him. P is P. Can't take that away from him. But I feel like they got to the point where, like, you know what? Let's just really go all in and give back, you know, to some other artists. You know, you got, like, Yo Gotti, who's been rapping since he was, like, 12. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's to that level, like, hey, you know what? I've done this. I'm going to do it anyway. When I was trapping, I was doing it. When I wasn't trapping, I was making music. You know, so if it's something that you're going to do, might as well get paid for it and spread the wealth around.
Yeah, I like it. All right, this is K100 Radio. I'm your host, Blizzard. This is a direct line interview.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
One other thing I want to ask you about before we get into this last song, and I'm asking you this specifically because this interview came to us by way of the Sound Capsule competition, right? And so that's a performance opportunity. Talk to me. How do you feel? I've seen over the year. I've been in Atlanta. I'm not born and raised here, but I've been here since 1997. So 20 plus years I've been living in Atlanta, right? Grinding in the
honorary,
industry, right? You know what I'm saying? So I've seen the evolution of the live performance circuit for independent artists, right? For independent artists. I've seen it evolve, change, come from this is the hottest show, that's the hottest show, everybody's scamming, nobody wants to perform, now everybody wants to perform. What do you feel about the only reason, because of COVID, everything got derailed last year with live performing. We tried to start it back up again. Looks like we might end up having to shut it back down. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is real out here.
Again.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this little bit of outside that we had. What do you think about the circuit as far as being an independent artist and the opportunities to perform your craft live at venues? Do you feel like Atlanta is still the best place that you can do that? Or do you feel like, I don't know, man, it's a lot of janky promoters, I don't know. What do you feel about that?
Oh man, that's one of them questions right there, my boy.
Yeah.
Hey, so all right, so I'm gonna say this because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I got partners good and bad, so I can't, you feel me? They
Right.
gonna get out and get it. But I think the thing is this, with Atlanta, it's becoming more of industry ran city instead of indie run city, or you know what I'm saying? So with the shows, now you're starting to get places like Our Lounge, which is a staple. You got Our Bar, you know, they're letting people come in and perform and do their thing. So you have places that still want that grassroots, but as a whole, you know, you got a lot of people coming in town, and a lot of people in town seeing the moves from out of town, and they going straight for the bag.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you got an artist, and you charging the artist $350 to perform. Now, and you don't have a guaranteed crowd, but you got a crowd, but they're not really there to see the artist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they could go about that differently and actually help the culture. Because if that artist got $350, maybe you charge them $50 to perform and say, okay, well, you got a budget? Well, we're going to run something else with you. Boom, 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 and help you out along the way. But those one-time deals, that's just what's really hurting it. Now, of course, you know, you getting out there, you shooting in the gym, you got to perform. You got to know your music. You got to be comfortable in front of people. So that's where you would do it anyway, because I know I done pissed off a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I know I done met a lot of DJs just coming in like, hey, bro, I got 100. Let me go in right now. Come on, my boy. Let me go in. And they're like, you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. I need it right now. And they let you perform. And you get a good rapport because your music match what you're trying to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then you have some artists that they trying to get to a comfortable level. So they'll go in and pay, but instead of them actually helping the artist, critiquing them and helping them grow, you know, they'll just take that one-time deal. Like you know what I'm saying, we just made a transaction.
Right.
You know, dope sold money fold type thing.
Right.
But it's not that with music. You know what I'm saying? Music affects everybody. So with that, I think like that's what SoundCaps is winning. You know, you actually have artists where they're growing throughout the weeks and they have incentives.
Right.
You know, so, and those incentives not breaking them. So now I can come back and spend something with you some more because, you know, I have the money for that and for real promotion, for real, you know, views, to make a real connection. You know, so that's what's missing. It used to be like that back in the day. You know what I'm saying? When I was doing the open mics, you had the clubs in the hoods and, you know, you around your hood, you're a hood celebrity. People gonna buy your tape, buy your CD, go download it.
Right.
But now it's just so saturated, so you don't have that connection anymore. All the open mics are like big clubs.
Yeah.
You know, so it you know, it makes it cool in a sense if you're on top of your business and you can send it in and now you did a show. But you know, a lot of people learn it. It kind of, you know, they don't have nowhere to shoot in the gym.
All right. That's a really, really, really good, in-depth, great answer. Because I know a lot of people come from out of town and they be like, listen, we got to wrap it up. We got one more song, so we're not going to go right now. But a lot of people come from out of town and come to Atlanta, and the first thing they see is how many opportunities they have to perform live. Because where I'm from, there was nowhere to perform. Right, I'm from a small town, and you go most of the places across the country. There is nowhere to perform. There may be one studio maybe in that city, or maybe you have to drive an hour and a half to a next city over to find a studio, let alone a lot of places. Right, a lot of places to perform. You feel what I'm saying? So people take it for granted. When you live in Atlanta and you've been here, a lot of artists, they take for granted just the fact that you can literally go 7 days a week. You can find somewhere if you want to actually get on the stage in front of people in this city. And some people have no days of the week where they can do that, right? And so I always ask artists that question just to get an answer, just to get a feel of where their mind frame is at. So your answer is telling about, you know, where your spirit at, where your mind is at, you know what I'm saying, and where your soul is at when it comes down to the industry. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
you just got to go do it. You just got to go do it.
Yeah.
Find it out and do it.
Yeah.
You know
you got to at the end of the day. But a lot of artists be like, man, it's so much boo, and they just got a lot of whining. But your answer was even killed. It was like, you got some good parts about it because, like you said, you shooting in the gym, and that's what a lot of artists don't understand. You feel me? You shoot in the gym, and guess what? Some gyms you have to pay. You have to pay to go inside LA Fitness. It ain't free. You know what I'm saying?
And they balling in there.
Right.
They
you know what I'm
balling
saying?
in there, so you got to up your game.
Right. You know, sometimes you got to pay to play. It's like that, and people don't understand it. It's a good answer. All right, let's get into this last song. K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards.
All right, few. Slide through your town.
Yes, sir.
Slide through your town. This is the last song that we got by you, bro. Talk to me. What's going on here?
All right, Slider, man, it's just a vibe, man. It's just a vibe. I caught a nice little vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was cooking up with the homie Ross, and I was like, bro, that, you know, I like doing songs that sound like what I would do instead of like, oh, give me that beat, that's hard. That sound like somebody else. Now I like doing something that I would do, you know, what I would make. So when I heard that one, I was like, man, that sound like me right there. And I just had to be real, like, well, what do I do? You know, shit, I'm always somewhere in the city, just riding around trying to get some money, trying to, you know, spend some money, trying to make bridges, and I'm just sliding through the city all the time.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Looking for money and women in no particular order.
Whichever comes first. K100 Radio.
Whichever will go first. We take a ball, baby.
Slide through your town.
Sliding through your town, all this cash on me. The way I spend it make her dizzy. She say life ain't cheap. I smell like the plug, all these packs on me, all these racks on me, all these cash on me. Bitch, we sliding, yeah, 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 yeah. Sliding, yeah, 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 yeah. Sliding through your town, all this cash on me. The way I spend it make her dizzy. She say life ain't cheap. I smell like the plug, all these packs on me, all these racks on me, all these cash on me. Bitch, we sliding. Press the button, finger, fuck the phone. Speeding to the money, do the dash, and I'm sliding. Haters throwing salt, I got this bay on the pack. Grandma light, pookie money, poppin' stack. At work, taking a flight, it go OT, don't come back. Bags pack, don't miss gas with that cash. 250 songs in the stack, two babies and 10 zones in the back. Money flipping like they changing the man. Changing my life like the rims on the scab. Roll with the pack, never roll with the rats. We run them over in fact, chasing the rat. We all come down in my city, they just selling for the show that. And the Georgia Tech filled with yellow jackets. Bulldog, hold 6 falcons. Turn her out to a gold medallion and slide on her with the micro racks. Like sliding through your town, all this cash on me. The way I spend it make her dizzy. She say life ain't cheap. I smell like the plug, all these packs on me, all these racks on me, all these cash on me. Bitch, we sliding, yeah, 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 yeah. Sliding, yeah, 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 yeah. Sliding through your town, all this cash on me. The way I spend it make her dizzy. She say life ain't cheap. I smell like the plug, all these packs on me, all these racks on me, all these cash on me. Bitch, we slide. Smell like the plug creed. She loving my style indeed. Case of the night, we fussing that argue about me. I mention my flight, different jump off every night. They pay for the bit on the fan. I pay for Ubers and white, and she sliding to wherever I'm at. I told her, don't forget no rats. Partner, if that's your little rat, you might not wanna bet. What you do? Yeah, sliding through your town, all this cash on me. The way I spend it make her dizzy. She say life ain't cheap. I smell like the plug, all these packs on me, all these racks on me, all these cash on me. Bitch, we sliding. Yeah.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
K100, you bastard.
And that's gonna wrap it up today. We riding out right now. Still chopping it up with the homie a few times. 10 man, that joint sliding. We done drag meat coats across the floor. We sliding through your city. We doing whatever, man. Representing the South Side over here today on K100 Radio.
Yeah.
All right, before we go, shout out to JC Rocker checking over there on the live stream too, man. Sushi representing from Cali over there on the live stream on IG. Karen Gates on YouTube. All right, watching. So shout out to the people that are watching these live streams, man, and showing some love to these artists. And again, shout out to our listeners who are listening on our mobile app. Please download our mobile app if you don't have it. It's free, doesn't cost you a dime. It's available for iPhones and Androids on Google Play and Apple. All right, download it, listen to K100 Radio 24/7. You feel what I'm saying? But before we get ready to go, Few, we got to give you the floor. Tell everybody all your social media, your website, where they can get this music, what's dropping, what's coming next. You got it, fam. Go ahead.
All right, so once again, it's Few Times 10, man. You can follow me on all platforms at FEWTIMES10. And you can follow me on YouTube also because I direct videos. If you need a video, holler at your boy. I got it for the load. Times 10 Media, TIMES10, MEDIALLC. Y'all holler at your boy. Of course, it's Pyrex Mozart. So you can follow me at Pyrex, PYREX, MOZART.beats on IG. But if you just need to find me, look for Few Times 10. You can find everything there in that one place.
All right. Shout out to the homie, man. Like I said, I like the music, man. I like your live performance. Your live performance definitely matches the vibe of your music, man. You got to, guys, if you ever out and about and you see him perform, especially when he performs the Mink Coat record, it's just a vibe, man. He pulls the audience in and sucks them in. And you got to do that in order to win the Sound Capsule. Shout out to Omar. Shout out to iLounge, everybody over there at iLounge. Big shout out to those guys. Like I said, we're one of the sponsors for the Sound Capsule event. Download the Sound Capsule app, another app you need to have. And for all these artists and all these people who feel like, you know, they in the independent industry and they're on independent grind, listen, man, you got to download these apps that it costs us money to get these apps developed, to get them built. We build them to help independent artists and help build the platforms. Like, yo, download them. The Sound Capsule app is free. The K100 Radio app is free. I hope you got the K100 Radio app. Few, I don't know if you got it yet, but I hope you do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know I got it. Hey, that's why I said I got to give you your roses anyway, big dog, because your name been buzzing, man. I just want to let you know that, too.
I appreciate it, man.
I've been knowing your name for a couple years, my boy. I got to give you your roses. You really put in that work, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Like, for real, for real.
I appreciate it, man. And we built all this just for you. Like, everybody think it was all about me. It was never about me. It was all about you guys. It was all about the artists. It was all about the grind. It was all about the culture. And I think now people are seeing it. You know what I'm saying? The real reason why I did it, because people been trying to put me in other positions, and I'm like, you trying to take me off my square. You trying to put me over there with the celebrities. You trying to put me over there with the quote unquote fake tastemakers. That's not why I did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm over here on my square. You dig? So shout out to everybody who understands that and realizes what K100 Radio is really about and supports the platform. All right, Few. Big ups to you, man. Yo, keep grinding. I know I'm gonna run into you again over there at iLounge or somewhere out in the streets.
Hey, I'm performing tomorrow at iLounge. Tell them to pop through, man.
All right,
I'm performing tomorrow at iLounge.
For sure, man. Good stuff, man. Great interview. All right, and we're going to get ready to wrap this thing up. Salute to you, dog, and we'll see you on the ground, all right?
bro.
For sure. All right.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip-hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards.
Just want to remind you guys that if you missed any parts of this interview, the replay will be on our Spotify. Please follow our Spotify podcast so you can, ride around and listen to it whenever you want to get a chance to. You can also watch the replay over on our YouTube channel. If you can't catch it live, it also stays on our Facebook page. All right. We don't leave them on Instagram because Instagram just petty. We only keep the Instagram going because we know how some of y'all just love it so much and y'all refuse to leave it. It's kind of like why Versus got the Thriller and it looks 10 times better on Thriller, but every time they do a Versus, 500,000 people watch it on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Thriller stream looks 10 times better. 500,000 people watching on Instagram, and we get that. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna keep this live stream up over here on K100 Radio. I mean on the Instagram page too, even though people don't, you know what I'm saying? It's Illa Killed, and more people, of course, watch Illa Killed. Speaking of Illa Killed, tomorrow, Wednesday, 8 to 10 p.m., our live music review show, Ill or Kill, hosted by yours truly, airs, where we give independent artists a free shot to get added to our rotation. All they got to do is pass the ear test to the people that's watching and listening on our live streams. So that will be you people on Instagram and both you people over here on this camera on Facebook and YouTube tomorrow night at 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Tune in. All right? Tune in. All right? So listen, I appreciate everybody for rocking out with us. Again, we getting ready to wrap this thing up. Check out Few Times 10. If you like that music, please support the artist. He gave you the information. If you thought the song was fly or you want to hear more, it doesn't cost you a dime to subscribe to their YouTube channel, share their post on your social media pages, follow their pages on social media, It's a lot of ways you can support independent artists for free if you really, really want to support them, all right? You don't always have to even spend a dime. Add them to a playlist, one share, a follow. All that stuff is free, man, so show them some love. This is K100 Radio. I'll catch you guys tomorrow night on Ill or Kill. I'm out.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
MidwestMixtapes.com, the #1 website for Midwest rap. MidwestMixtapes.com. They promote and market albums, mixtapes, singles, and videos. MidwestMixtapes.com. They can get you on DJ conference calls, blogs, and email blasts. MidwestMixtapes.com. They work with several magazines, college radio campaigns, and street teams in multiple cities.
When you think of K100 Radio, we got it on lock with classic hip hop and R&B.
We taking you back in the day.
Way back. 24/7 on your radio.
LL Cool J, Ice Cube, Lauryn Hill, Snoop D-O Double G, Outkast, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z,
Mary J. Blige,
Notorious B.I.G.
This is Q-Tip.
K100 Radio.
Stop. Shut them down, open up shop.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Turn us up now. We are
hip hop and R&B. I mean R&B.